Let's create a new customer report. Click New and then click Customer. Foretell limits the maximum number of lines printable to 250 on all new reports. Click the filter page and then just eliminate that line. Now you'll be able to print all 1120 customers in the Sports 2000 database. Let's add a couple of fields to the report. We'll put them after line 10. Let's insert the credit limit and the balance. And then we'll insert a difference column, which is just the difference between the credit limit and the balance. Here's what we get. Let's change this caption to say available credit. So here's what we've got so far. We can sort the available credit column. We can sort it backwards so that the greatest available credit is at the top of the report. And we can also sort this report. Let's send the output to Excel. Let's see what we've got. Insert a graph. That's what it looks like. We can also figure a percentage. Let's insert a blank percentage column, and the field will be the balance times 100 divided by the credit limit. Here's the percentage columns. We can sort the percentage as well just by putting the 1 in the sort column. We have limited. Every time you generate a new Foretell report, Foretell limits the number of lines you can print to 250. This is because some tables have hundreds of thousands of records, and you don't want to have to sit through all of that as you're developing a report. So now we should have all 1120 customers. A lot of them don't spend any money at all, so they've got their full credit line there. Here's what the chart actually looks like with all customers. Here is the people with no credit balance, and all the way to people that are maxed out. We're going to look at the inventory next. The table name is item. We're going to create our own report, so we're not going to check the default. Foretell will let us select whatever fields we want. We want the item number, we want the weight, and then we want the category. There. Let's also pick up the on-hand amount. Then we can generate a weight column of existing inventory. Let's make a blank decimal field and we'll title it weight total, and D2 will equal D weight times G on hand. That's kind of unwieldy, so let's add another, snug this up a little bit so it's all on one page. Let's make a blank decimal field and we'll call it tons. So D3 is going to equal D2 divided by 2000. So we've got 1,562 and some change tons of merchandise. Now let's rearrange this a little bit. Let's turn on the moving mechanism. Then we can move, let's see, we want the category to be before the weight, and then we want the we're trying to plot this by category, so let's sort by category and accumulate by category, concentrate that is, so we have one line for each category. There's your weight total. There's your tons. We can make columns invisible. They're still there, but they don't print. So actually all we want to do is get a pie chart of the different categories and their tonnages. Let's turn this off too. Then we'll aim the output at Excel, click View. Now we've got two columns, the category and the tonnage. We're going to insert a pie chart, one that looks like that. So what we'll do is this is Excel doing this. We'll put everybody with a percentage value of less than 10% in that group. We can, let's put this on its own page. And we'll add labels. format the data labels so that we get the percentages, category name, and we'll put them one over the other. So now you've got a fairly neat chart. You can arrange all of this. This is all cosmetic. But this is a real breakdown by tonnage of the inventory of the all-around sports company. We're going to create a new employee report. To this, let's add the department that the employee works in. Then we'll look up the department name in the department table. And let's move both of these fields to the beginning of the report. Let's sort by the department name and break by it. Let's put a counter so we have 10 in the administration department, 7 consulting, 3 development, and so forth. Instead of breaking, let's concentrate by department. So we'll get one line for each department along with the totals. Let's figure out how long each employee has worked for All Around Sports. First, we will create a blank decimal field and called years employed. So D11 is going to be today minus the start date divided by 365. Now let's add an average calculation. So for the administrative department, administration, the average years worked is 15.84. We don't need to see the raw years employed, so we can make that invisible along with the counter. And let's concentrate by department name and remove the break issue and click View. So now we have an average length of time for each department that people have worked for the company and a grand total of employment for all 55 employees. We can determine which of the employees lives in an apartment because, let me store this out for a moment. We'll title this report, Employee Master Report, so we can get back to it. Let's store it, and then let's make a new file of the employee field. What I'm trying to get to is that people with apartments show up in address 2. So we can use that to isolate them. In a filter section, we can say if address 2 doesn't equal a blank. Now